Hello parents, this is my introduction video for you to start the distance learning. Friday was just a trial run. If you didn't finish everything from Friday, that's okay. We're going to start fresh on Monday with new lessons. And if you didn't take pictures of Friday and send them to me, that's all right too. Today we'll find out if it really works, what I've planned so far. So if anything doesn't work, let me know. I wanted to go ahead and tell you the kinds of videos I'm going to be making. Lesson videos will be, less than half the time that they would normally be in that class, because I know that it does get boring if we don't have class participation. I will be calling during the week or doing a Zoom lesson one time, and I'll explain more about that later. I want to use the videos to just hit on the meat of the lesson or what they need to do the classwork side of their worksheet. Let me kind of explain the other videos. Sometimes I'm going to be silly in the videos and I'm going to make mistakes sometimes because I just have to get the videos done, and it's not very easy talking to a camera. So do your best with that. If the kids laugh at me, that's perfectly fine. I want them to be involved. I might ask them to stand up and do some actions or say something out loud, and that's fine also. You will need to somehow get them set up, and I realize if it doesn't work in their tablet, then the video might need to be from your computer or something else. And when the videos are only 10 minutes long, then when it ends, you feel like you need to run in there and put on another video. Instead, you could just have them do that worksheet and do it on the opposite side also, because that's what they'll be doing in seat work. Or you can wait until the end of the day and have them do what they didn't finish on the worksheets as a seat work time. That's how we do it in class. But do what works best for you. And other kinds of videos I will send are videos to drill the spelling words, and we will probably repeat that same video every day just to let them get up and drill, and it's going to be a very short video. Then also I'll send some stretch breaks. Sometimes these will be my videos that we're just going to work on poems and jingles that we have used to help us memorize things for phonics or arithmetic. So it might say phonics, jingles, and poems, or arithmetic, jingles, and poems. I might do the same ones over and over again just so that they're reviewing to prepare them for their tests. Also, I might send a link to a YouTube video that has a nice song or jingle that helps them learn that we sometimes use in class. Let's talk about their worksheets. When they are doing writing class, you do not want them to rush. That just doesn't help them at all. So it's good if they're in eyesight and they will stay at their desk and focus on that. I may send a video to get them started, just focused on that, or I may just give the instructions in the lesson plans. Right now, the lesson plans are in Headmaster under the homework section because everything's homework now. So I'm not really assigning homework because it's all homework. And if you have trouble seeing it there, let me know. But that should be working, I think, working well for us. So I was talking about writing. The timer, it shouldn't tick. And what I just want them to do is not rush through it. So the timer is not a deadline when they need to be finished. The timer is that if they finish early, they're not allowed to go on to something else. They have to learn to take their time. So usually it will be about 15 minutes. Also, when they take their writing test, same thing. Do not let them rush, and start them off with proper posture. Hopefully they have a table or a desk that's not too high or uncomfortable. If they're at a dining room table that's a little high for them, maybe you can put a cushion or something under their seat. And proper grip, we've really worked on that since the beginning of the year. If they fall back on that now, it may be difficult to get back with it later. So I will try to introduce today's lesson, especially with reminding everybody the proper grip. Let me just show you right now. Let's see. I've got a pencil here. We pick it up. We pick it up with our pointer and thumb. So the pointer and thumb are what's on the pencil, and it shouldn't be way up here because you lose control. It should be down here by the line, and then your third finger goes under. And that really helps them to be able to write smaller later in the year when we're going to be going smaller. So you might think, well, they don't have the proper grip, but they're doing beautifully right now. But later, they'll still be slow and they'll still have trouble going smaller. So that's why in second grade, we really emphasize the correct grip. And everybody so far has been doing it. Some of them forget during seat work time. So they should be doing the correct grip all of the time. So penmanship writing time is going to be a really important time. They're going to have a paper for writing that looks like this, and then their test has a blue strip at the top. And do not send them to their packet to get things out. You need to get it out for them. Maybe you have a folder you can use just for one day's work at a time and get it out the night before so it's ready, or early in the morning so that it's ready. And that way, when it comes time, you know what's in there and it's just for that day and nothing should be lost. It's a really good way to get out of work, to lose a paper. So we don't want that to happen. We want them to keep up with everything. Let's see. Oh, let me explain something else about the worksheets. Now, it's a little confusing because on, say, your arithmetic, or, well, I'll use phonics for example. For your phonics worksheet, they do the front side in class with me on the video and then the back side for seat work. And for arithmetic, it's the opposite. They do the back side with me in class and then the front side for seat work. In writing, they only do one side of the paper a day. Now, on test day, they do their test and then they do one side of the worksheet. So actually on test day, they are doing writing 2 times, the test and then the seat work page. But usually they'll just do, one side one day and then the other side the other day, the next day. So I hope that makes sense. Let's see. Another thing is they are allowed to use their penmanship guide, which is laminated and is in their seat work folder. So if they're having trouble remembering the formation of a letter, this has the red dots and the arrows that helps them with the direction on it. I don't even mind if they have this out during the test. The back side of theirs also has diagonal lines that can be used as a slant guide underneath their paper if they're having trouble with a consistent slant. Some children that helps and some children it doesn't help. So it's up to them if they want to use it, and I do not mind if they have the formation guide out during their test. The test is on skill, and I would rather them want to do well on the test and use it as another opportunity to really know that formation than to just go on forming letters incorrectly. And of course, they can't trace from this because these letters are a lot bigger than what's going to be on their test. But it can help them know which way to go on the formation. So let's see. All right, let's talk about tests. Spelling, I'm going to let you parents just do what you do on Thursday night with a little bit less freedom. Thursday nights for spelling, you call the words out to them in mixed order and they write them. That can be their test, of course. They can't look at the words, they can't change any of the words or correct any of the words. If they don't like how it turned out, you're welcome to do it all over again, but it is a test. Or you could do the regular Thursday night homework pre-test and then do it as a test. You can also call out words in the beginning of the week to see how they're doing. And because usually we play games with the spelling words and we don't wait until Friday to find out whether or not they know them. drilling the spelling words every day with my drilling video will really help. If they just sit there and stare at me, it's not doing them any good. They need to, get up, say the words, spell the words along with me. Actually, it will be along with Officer Law, one of my puppets, just to try to make it a little more fun. Their arithmetic test has a part at the top where I have to call out the numbers, the combinations. So on Tuesday, they're going to take their arithmetic test, everything except for this. And when I call you on Wednesday or Thursday, then I will call these out and they will answer them. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That's not right. I will go through this test with them on a video. That's right. But I will call for the oral grade on Wednesday or Thursday, and we'll set up an appointment that's convenient for you. It takes about 15 minutes. We can do it Zoom or by phone call, depending on what you think is best for your child and what they feel comfortable with. Last year, I did it just with phone calls. And as a parent, you were there. Of course, you can't give them the answers. Sometimes the speakerphone works. Sometimes it doesn't come over very well. So we'll just experiment with that, and you can hear how they're doing. So that's the arithmetic test. By the way, these are two different things. This is when I do the arithmetic lesson video on Tuesday. I will go through the test with them, and then I will call or Zoom for the oral grade, which is me calling out 5 combinations and them answering it orally. So by oral, we mean either I'm calling something out for them to write down, or they are calling out the answers to something that I've said. So it just means it involves more than writing. And on phonics, they have, let's see, this was last week's where they read the words out loud. And I will be calling you for the back side of the phonics test where they read the words to me. The front side, I did not bring an example of that. I thought I had it and I don't. I'm working from home. So it has a lot of blanks that they are going to have no idea what to write unless they listen to my video. I will go through that test with them also. And let's see. Oh, on reading, I was not able to get those plans attached on Friday for whatever reason. Headmaster just was not letting me attach them properly. And when I finally got them attached, it wasn't the right thing. It didn't work anyhow. So I kind of gave up on that. Instead, just decided to use Headmaster. So I will put the lesson plans for reading there, and I would like you to have them read at least part of it out loud. It's going to be a big chore for them to read all of it out loud. And of course, I don't expect them to read it 3 times, but you use your judgment. If they're struggling and you say, no, you're not trying, read that page again or that paragraph again. You could even have them read a paragraph and then you read a paragraph and they read a paragraph and you read a paragraph, demonstrating good expression and just making it more fun so that it doesn't drag on and doesn't take you forever to get through it. When they're reading in class, they're taking turns anyway, so it's not like they're reading everything orally all the time. But I do expect them to follow along. They have to know where we are when it's their turn to read. And sometimes you have to trick them on that and just, stop in the middle of a paragraph and see if they know where you are. Or maybe have them help you with a word that you are having trouble with and see if they know that word. Let's see. I know I'm forgetting something. Let's see. Oh, activity time. You'll see in the lesson plan something called activity time. That is either history or it would be art, but we're not going to try to do art distance learning. And either history or science or health. So I'm working on that, and that's kind of, not the meat of what they're learning. So I'll keep them up with Bible and the other subjects, and then depending on how much time I have, because making the videos is time consuming, I will maybe put a little attachment, a link to a YouTube video that would be fun for them to watch. And again, these are going to be short, between usually about 5 minutes, sometimes only 2 or 3 minutes. If it's really, really interesting and really important, then it might be 10, but usually it's not going to be. And that will kind of just keep them up with what I might have wanted to do. I might assign a page in the book for them to do also. I just haven't really gotten to that part of my planning. We started studying the Native Americans in history. There were things that I wanted to jump into in science. I kind of go back and forth according to what is going on in the classroom and other areas, so that it kind of flows together. So I think that's everything. I will send you, if you have any questions, just give me a text and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you very much, and have a blessed week. I'm praying for you to be healthy, and I know you're praying for me. Thank you very much.